Welcome back to California Cooking. Today, I'm taking you to one of the best fried chicken spots in the country, and they just opened their doors here in LA. Then, what's for lunch? I'm mixing up a few salads that are the perfect meals as we head into the spring and summer months. First up, you can now enjoy the best fried chicken in all of America right here in Los Angeles. I got to meet the owner of Willie Mays and learn all about this iconic family restaurant that's been in New Orleans since the 1950s. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Jessica.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, this is your spot. You just are fresh to LA 1 year this month, you said.
Yes.
That's exciting.
It is.
Can you believe you decided to move from New Orleans to Los Angeles? Was that a big deal?
That was a big deal.
Yeah. Did you ever think you would do that?
No.
Okay, so what prompted you to make that move?
I love Willie Mays. I love my family restaurant. So if I was going to take that leap to expand, I wanted to be there to nurture it and be a part of the growth of it. Yeah.
And why did you feel LA would be welcoming of your family business? Like, why did you feel this was the town?
LA has been loving our food for a long time.
Okay.
And have been expressing their desire for us to come out here. And they were very persistent about it. And then I've been coming out here for years, and I see how much you guys really love food.
Yes.
You know, it's a food scene, just
is.
like New Orleans is a food scene.
Yeah.
It was just like a connection, and it was like LA to LA. I don't know.
Things just felt right to you.
It felt right.
Yeah. So the story behind Willie Mays is really cool. It's deep in your family roots. Your great grandmother started the business, but not initially as a restaurant, right? That's what I was reading.
A bar.
A bar. Go grandma. Great grandma.
Yeah.
So wait, was I reading the drink grandma would serve was scotch and milk?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing.
Yeah. Is it
But
called
I
something?
don't, other than scotch and milk, I don't know. But I mean, it's not very popular anymore.
Right, but then at the
But
time.
at the time, they did drink milk with a lot of different spirits, like
What
with
year?
vodka, with scotch.
Okay,
It
what
was a
year was
thing.
this?
This was in the 50s.
Okay, so the 50s, your great-grandmother had a bar,
Right.
and then how did fried chicken get into the mix?
The restaurant came because the customers, you know, she lived right next door.
Yeah.
So the bar entrance would open up to her home kitchen. So they would smell her food.
No way.
And they're like, what's going on in there? You know, can we get some of that? Can we get some of that? And, you know, those regulars just kept on her. You know, they were relentless. Like, when are you going to add the restaurant? So maybe 20 years later, she decided to add the restaurant.
And after a few scotch and milks, you need to eat something.
You need to eat.
Right? So did the business then get passed down to your parents and then you? Or how did this all
I was
continue?
there with my grandfather, which is her oldest son.
Yes.
And her. And we were there working together before Katrina.
Okay.
And then that hit, and of course, kept the restaurant closed for almost 2 years.
And how was that time for you guys in New Orleans?
I came back really early.
Yeah.
So I really saw the city go from gray to like really green. You know, it was like a ghost town.
Yeah.
It was just a regrowth of the city and a regrowth of the restaurant. And with my grandparents being older, and I was the one that was there working with them daily. I mean, they really had to twist my arm, but it was like,
Really? Because
you're
maybe
young, you can do this, you should do this.
did you see another path for you, not the
I
restaurant
did.
business?
I was not intending on being in the restaurant business.
Okay.
But I did grow up loving the restaurant
Yeah.
and loving my grandmother. And, you know, all throughout childhood, I would go and visit there and help out, even if they didn't want the help. It was just like, I accepted that responsibility of carrying on a legacy.
What does the name Willie Mays mean in Louisiana and in New Orleans in particular?
Icons, like a classic.
People know it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
know it.
When you took over that business, and how many years were you kind of in charge before you said, let's take this out west and see how it
I've been doing it for
goes?
17 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
long time.
long time.
You picked this spot here in Venice, and you said this area felt
Yeah.
It just felt good to you or
Yes.
familiar to you,
Yes.
which is why you chose it.
It's a little, the grit. I like the little grit.
Right.
I like the cultural differences. It's like a blend of everything, and that's how New Orleans is.
Yeah. Did the chicken taste the same out here? When you
Yes.
made it, you're like,
Yes.
okay. And have you had people, which I'm sure from New Orleans, come here and say what to you?
It's the same. I don't have to get a flight.
You will never reveal that recipe. It is a family. Is it like the recipe locked away somewhere?
Yeah.
It is, right? It has to be for you know, the future.
Right.
But what makes the chicken so special?
It's coming from a place of my grandmother's,
Right.
you know, so for me, it's a different feeling. But speaking to guests, I guess they share that nostalgic feeling, like they feel like they're eating their grandma's food or my grandma's. You know, it's light. It's like crunchy on the outside, it's moist on the inside. It has a little kick. We just don't put too much on it.
Yes.
And too much into it, other than our love, you know. We just do what we do.
This is your cabbage recipe.
This is my cabbage.
Because we can't know the secrets to the chicken, but we can know some of the secrets to the cabbage.
Yes.
Okay.
Our cabbage is one of our vegan options.
Okay.
We have a lot of vegan options. I went in with some hot oil and I'm gonna saute my fresh seasoning, my veggies, like my onions.
Yeah.
That's what I started with. And then I'm gonna do some celery. We have, this is just some
This is
sweet
a trinity.
peppers.
Is this
Yeah,
the trinity?
this is a trinity.
Yes.
The trinity is always the celery, the onions, and the bell pepper. And then we toss in garlic with it. But that's the trinity. But this is a kind of different trinity because normally they use
pepper.
Yes,
right?
that's what I was
Okay.
gonna go with. Normally
I'm
they
with
use
you,
green
Carrie.
peppers, red onions as well because we want a little sweetness. Shallots, and we're gonna do our garlic, and we are going to add our cabbage
Look at all
now.
of that. Oh my gosh.
So we use about 3 heads of cabbage,
Okay.
and this is like one little bunch of collard greens to
Oh
go
yeah,
in
the
it.
dark greens are called.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We don't smother it down. Now that's a dish in New Orleans where they smother chicken as well. So it's like cooked down a lot. But we don't do that. We leave a little crunch with it. And I add a little complete seasoning to it. And this is a little bit of minos. And I put a little sriracha for spice.
Yep. Do you put any liquid in or you just let it cook?
No,
Oh.
we put the
Look.
veggie broth. No water. The cabbage has its own water.
Right.
We just cook it up for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. How's our chicken doing? It is looking really good. Oh my gosh, the color on that is unbelievable. Carrie, my mouth is watering. Oh my gosh, just the scent of your fried chicken is, it's hard to, you can't resist. Wow, that is so good. I got the kick, but it's so flavorful. It's so moist, this chicken, and juicy. This breading, or the batter, is different than anything I've had.
It's light, but it's still crispy.
right. Yes. Oh, look how the cabbage cooked down, soft. Oh my gosh, that's so yummy. So much flavor in your cabbage, that's great. These dishes right here are synonymous with New Orleans.
Right. We have our classics. We have to have red beans with fried chicken.
Mhm.
New Orleans traditional. Everybody loves our butter beans.
Is this the gumbo?
This is the gumbo.
Look at the crab hanging out of that. What do you put in your gumbo?
Chicken, sausage, shrimp, and crab.
Is this just like comfort for you? This food?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's home. Hopefully you feel like you went to New Orleans.
I do.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I won't be hungry for many hours. Carrie, this is such a pleasure. This is so amazing. Thank you. Coming up, from fried chicken to a buffalo chicken salad. That's what I'm making for lunch. Then it's known as the Jennifer Aniston salad. I'm trying out this viral recipe coming up later on the show. Now here's a salad recipe that you'll actually be excited to eat. It's my buffalo chicken salad topped with homemade blue cheese dressing. Okay, what's for lunch today? Actually, this would be great for dinner too, a buffalo chicken salad. And I'm not one to get excited about salad, but I am excited about the thought of a buffalo chicken salad. And really, we don't even have to turn on the stove for this one. I'm looking around, everything's already done for us. The things that we associate, I think, with buffalo chicken is you've got the celery and the carrots on the side, right? The blue cheese dressing, so we're gonna do that. And then just kind of put all these things in a bowl and it'll make you think you're having some chicken wings. But it's technically kind of good for you. I have about, I don't know, 5 stalks of celery, sliced pretty thin on the bias. I use the leaves. I love celery leaves. I think they're really good and they look pretty too. So we got our celery, and then I always have the shredded carrots in the fridge, so I'll just add some of those. And then to the base, I like the crunch of romaine, so I'm gonna do romaine, and then I happen to have a little mix of spinach and some healthier greens, so I might add a few of those in with it. A combination, but I think any lettuce, spinach would be great, iceberg. So I probably will use the whole container. We got our romaine cut up, and then just a nice handful of these greens. It's like something you found in your front yard. I don't know what's all in here, but we'll add it. Oh, protein greens with sweet pea leaves. Sure, why not? We'll add some of that. Our sliced beautiful celery, and then a little bit of red onion I think will be nice, just sliced thin. Not too much because it can be overwhelming. Our carrots, our sliced carrots that I always have laying around. A nice handful of those. In our bowl, we have, because usually when you do the Frank's Red Hot, you always add a little bit of butter. So I've got maybe a tablespoon and a half of melted butter in the bowl. And they only had small bottles at the store, so I bought 2. And then our rotisserie chicken, just the white meat I'm gonna use. So this is our big cheat from the grocery store. And I peel off the skin and just use the white meat. Right, Theo? I don't know if you're ready for Frank's Red Hot. Basically, just cut it into some nice chunks in the bath. It's taken a hot sauce bath. And I think even if you want to be healthy, and I think this time of year too, as we get into spring and summer, we try to eat a little bit lighter as I'm bathing the chicken in butter and hot sauce. But you still want it to, be something you're excited about eating. So I am excited about this. To our chicken, just to add a little healthy protein and fiber, drained, rinsed chickpeas, about a half a can. Add into there because why not? And then I'm gonna just stir. These are gonna hang out while we make our blue cheese dressing. Blue cheese dressing. I'm all about making my dressings because you know what's in it, and I just think it's better for you and it tastes better, in my opinion. So mayo labneh, which is a mix to me between sour cream and yogurt. But you could use sour cream or you could use Greek yogurt. Any combination is fine. So a nice big spoonful of mayo, some of the labneh. Equal parts, I think. Some Worcestershire. Crumbled blue cheese. I have gorgonzola, but whatever you like. And that's it. We basically have dressing. Easy. And then you can add some salt and pepper depending on, but blue cheese is very salty. Just one thing I want to do is a splash of milk, just to thin out our dressing. And there we go. A 10-second blue cheese dressing, done. To our salad, I've got our chicken, rotisserie chicken, and our chickpeas in the butter and the hot sauce. So I do have a little too much hot sauce, but that's okay. Better to have a little extra than not enough. And we'll just place that in the middle. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Pile it up. A little avocado. This is a beautiful avocado, it's perfect. I always get excited when it's perfectly green. And then I might just squeeze a little lemon over that so it stays green. Last step, one last thing, a little bit of salt and black pepper to our blue cheese dressing. And this is it. Take your blue cheese dressing. And then for those of you who do not like blue cheese, and I get it, but I think at least try it, you could always do ranch. Ranch wouldn't be a bad idea, of course. And that's it. I think if you brought this salad to the table, people would not be disappointed. I want to get in here and try a little bit of this salad. You could mix it. I kind of like it this way. You can get a little bit of everything you like. It's the Frank's Red Hot you know and love, and all of the crunchy veggies. Really yummy, and it tastes decadent for a salad. Coming up, there's a salad named after actress Jennifer Aniston. I'm showing you how to make it, coming up next. Here is a light and refreshing salad that's perfect as we head into the warmer months, and it's Jennifer Aniston's favorite. Take a look. I think this salad might be one of those things that's great to have in the fridge, because when you're hungry and you just need a little something maybe to put in your lunchbox for work, this salad, I think, would last a few days in the fridge and still be really good. Technically, which she might disagree, it's known as the Jennifer Aniston salad. I looked it up, and I guess she had made this recipe for some kind of website at one point in time, and now you can't even find the video of her making it. It's not to be confused with the salad she ate every day on the set of Friends, which was like a Cobb salad. So this is a salad that she uses quinoa, Jennifer Aniston. I don't like quinoa, so I'm gonna use couscous instead. But it's kind of got everything going on. It's got a nut, cheese, bean, veggies. So I'm gonna start with the couscous. Couscous literally takes 5 minutes to make. It's a very tiny, tiny grain of pasta. A lot of people think it's like a grain or something. It's actually a pasta. Just follow the directions on the box. Easy, easy, easy. Couscous going in. To that, drained and rinsed our good old chickpea, but this one calls for chickpeas as well. Now to the herbs. We've got some parsley and some mint, which I think will make it very flavorful and lovely. So this salad, no lettuce, but it's still a nice little salad. You could, even put this in a pita. I think that would be really good. And these are the kind of things I'm always, when I get home from work, I want a lunch that can be quick, and I think this is the perfect kind of thing just to have in the fridge. It would be great as a side at dinner with some fish. Rough chop on the mint. And whatever Jennifer Aniston's doing is working, because she looks amazing. So if it's this salad, then hey. Okay, mint in. Okay, and same with the parsley, just a big bunch of flat leaf parsley, stems and all. I actually don't like to chop up parsley too fine, because then it gets stuck in your teeth. A little bigger, I actually prefer. And then some crumbled feta. I'm gonna do about half of this. A little bit of red onion, finely chopped. Cucumber. I think it was in kind of a smallish dice. I like the English cucumbers, or the hothouse cucumbers. Give a little crunch and freshness to our salad. And then, oh, pistachios. A nice handful of roasted, toasted pistachios. Okay, so the dressing for this salad is really easy. It's just olive oil and lemon juice. You could add it right on there, but I'm gonna do it separately in a bowl to see how much we need. I already had a half a lemon open. So we'll start with 1 whole lemon. Sometimes I even like a little drizzle of agave or honey, just to kind of take the acidity out a little bit. A nice pinch of salt and pepper. I'm gonna hit it with a little agave, and that's it. That actually emulsifies, which is really cool. It kind of gives this thicker sort of a dressing. There we go. Nice. And we'll just stir all of it together. And let the lemon and the olive oil get into all of that. The couscous will soak it up. The mint. But it has crunch. It has a lot of flavors in there. And for being relatively good for you, that has a lot of flavor. Really good. Thanks, Jennifer. For all the recipes I featured in today's show, follow us on Instagram at KTLA California Cooking. That does it for us. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.